Here's the real criticism of last night. And then there are some things that I thought were good. The criticism was, why waste our time with people like John Kasich? John Kasich got about 3.5, 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes. I started my timer late, so I think he got somewhere close to 5 minutes. A Republican, anti-choice Republican who is part and parcel with the Republican Party outside of Donald Trump. Just because you disagree with Donald Trump doesn't make you a worthwhile person to have as a part of our constituency. That should not be the line that we draw in the sand. Like, if you're for Trump, you're against us. If you're against Trump, you're on our side. There's got to be a higher standard than that. And to give John Kasich this kind of time really shows that they are still employing a failed strategy that has failed them time and again. Anytime Democrats, if you look through recent history, anytime Democrats have tried to appeal to so-called moderate Republicans, anytime they try to broaden the tent to include people who disagree with us even on social issues. We know they're going to disagree with us on economic issues, but when they try to get somebody in there who even disagrees with us on social issues, they fail because Republicans have a vested interest in keeping Donald Trump. Donald Trump is providing for them. He's providing conservative justices on the bench throughout the entire judiciary. He's providing tax cuts for them. And he's providing them cover so that every Republican looks good compared to him. So he's a useful idiot for Republicans. And because there's an entire segment of Republicans who are locked into Trumpism. So whether or not this particular Republican, John Kasich, was somebody who hates Trump, the fact of the matter is you're not going to find that many Republicans who actually hate Trump enough to sacrifice your progressive wing by giving a clown like John Kasich 5 minutes and then tonight only giving AOC 60 seconds. Now, that being said, I guarantee you AOC is going to master that 60 seconds. Guarantee you. One, because it's actually good. Shorter is better, especially when you don't have an audience to applaud you and to cheer you on and to hype you up. And then two, we've seen, and I played last week, where she's done significant damage whenever she, in 60 seconds. We've seen her do damage in 60 seconds, no problem, flat. So that was my biggest gripe last night, was it's not with the lacklusterness of it. My gripe was with the fact that they gave John Kasich, a Republican, more time than they're going to give the progressives in this thing. And the fact that they're still trying to use this failed strategy of appealing to moderate Republicans. There may exist somewhere a moderate Republican, but there's not a statistically significant enough moderate Republicans to actually allocate an entire slot, a series of slots in this convention. Ana Navarro, I don't know if she spoke last night or when she's coming up, but she's a Republican. You're not going to pick off enough Republicans. Donald Trump, we'll go over the polling in a few minutes, but Donald Trump is doing quite well with Republicans. Donald Trump still has an opportunity to win this. And you cannot win this by trying to appeal to people for whom Trumpism is not a bug, but a feature. And this is what they're doing over and over again. So my biggest concern is that we're on a road towards a second term of Donald Trump, not because of anything else other than the fact that Democrats are still trying to employ a failed strategy that failed them in 2000. It failed them in 2016. And the exact opposite strategy is what won in 2008 and 2012, which was appealing to progressives, which even if he didn't govern as a progressive, and we know that Barack Obama didn't govern as a progressive, he certainly campaigned towards getting the progressive vote. That is a substantive difference than what they did, the Democratic Party did in 2016 and what the Democratic Party is doing in 2020. And that's my biggest concern, is that they keep doing this failed strategy that we're going to end up with 4 more years of Donald Trump.